Welcome, explorers. My name is Zia. I'm with the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership, and we are excited for you to join us today for the special virtual explorer experience. Today, the San Diego Automotive Museum will be joining us and sharing a bit about some of the current automobiles on view. The best part is that this experience is exclusively for you, our annual pass holders, and museum members. Throughout the experience, we invite you to place any questions that you might have into the Q&A box, and towards the end, we will answer all your questions live. Now, before we begin, please go ahead and close any open browsers or open windows. That way we can have the best streaming experience possible. All set? Great. Let's get started.
Hi explorers and museum members, welcome back to the San Diego Automotive Museum. Before we head inside, I first wanted to show everyone the exterior restoration of the building. In 1935, this building was designed for the California Pacific International Exposition. Since then, we have repainted it to match its historically accurate color. Soon to come are going to be two grizzly bears on the corners of the building to look over the newly created Pan American Plaza. Without further ado, let's head inside. The San Diego Auto Museum's mission statement is to tell the story of the social and technological past, present, and future of motorized vehicles throughout its collections, exhibitions, and educational programs. Hi everyone, I first wanted to show you Dave Stahl's Car Club Corner. Here at SDAM, we really want to engage with the local car communities and showcase the unique car culture of San Diego. Every month, a car club can nominate a car to be showcased right here on the museum floor, so make sure to submit yours. Welcome to the Ladies in Red exhibit. Here we showcase a Ferrari Testarossa, Lamborghini, Visceral, as well as a Dodge Viper. Let's check them out. This is a 1966 Bizzarini P538. It is only one of 3 Bizzarinis with this spider body were made, and the car you see here is the only one powered by a Lamborghini V12 engine. Bizzarini went on to build cars that epitomized Italian styling and thoroughbred performance. This is a 1992 Carl Berger Dodge Viper. This Viper is unique as it was the only 1992 Viper ordered for a dealer, sold to that dealer, and still registered to the dealer as a single owner of an all-original car, even including the tires. This next car is a 1974 Lamborghini Countach 5000S. Lamborghinis are about power and speed, and the Countach is easily one of the most recognizable cars of all time. Here is the 1987 Ferrari Testarossa. When the Testarossa was dramatically introduced to the press at a Paris nightclub the night before the opening of the 1984 Paris Motor Show, the automotive world was knocked back on its heels. The Testarossa name came from the 1957 through 1961 Ferrari 250's red valve covers on its V12 engine, earning it the Testarossa, Italian for redhead name. Here's the SDAM Art Gallery. We wanted to incorporate another way to educate our guests on cars, and what better way to do so than using art? SDAM wanted to diversify how we present cars and educate the community on car culture. To do so, we allow local artists a platform to display their artwork, and if the artist is interested, they could even sell their artwork at the museum. Currently on exhibit, we have a pair of amazing Shelbys. The first one to my left is a 2011 Shelby American Mustang GT 350R concept. This car in specific was a pace car at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway and also beat Ferrari as well as Lamborghini. To my right, we have a 2005 Shelby Mustang CS6 concept. What's unique about this car is it's still registered to the late legend himself, Carroll Shelby. It is also serial number 0001. Here we have Louie Mattar's fabulous $75,000 car, which is famous for driving from San Diego to New York without stopping. His nonstop drives from San Diego to New York and Anchorage to Mexico City has made him a legend in his own time. This one-of-a-kind car, a unique piece of automotive design, visitors from all over the world can enjoy. Thank you everyone for joining us on this brief tour of the San Diego Automotive Museum. For more information on our hours, please visit www.sdautomuseum.org and make sure to stay tuned for our live Q&A.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us today, Lenny and Frankie. We already have some questions that are coming in through our Q&A, so I'll relay those questions to you both. What was one of the first museums that was acquired by the museum? I'm sorry, what was one of the first automobiles that was acquired by the museum?
Oh, that's a great question. And I don't know that I know the answer to that. I don't even know if we still own it. That is a great question. Who asked that question?
That's actually a question from me.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm gonna find the answer. I really don't know the first car that we had. But that is a great piece of trivia that you stumped me. First one out the gate.
And now question for the ladies in red. Are the ladies in red ever started or driven?
That's a good question. The Lamborghini and the Bizzarini technically have seized motors right now, so no, they are not started. The owners of those vehicles do not live in the United States. They've been on loan with us for about 25 years, and actually about 20 years. And then they have instructions not to start them and take, we can dust them off and everything, but in terms of running them, we weren't allowed to do that. The owner has sent mechanics out, and they do intend to get those two cars running again in the near future. The Ferrari Testarossa is a driver. It's technically on loan from a member of the Ferrari Club, which we thank all the clubs, but a Ferrari club member gave us that car to show for a couple months here. And then the Dodge Viper, it has 1,500 original miles, and it was sitting in Carl Berger's showroom floor. And when COVID hit, people couldn't go to the floor. They did a remodeling of stuff and said, "Hey, we still want the car to be seen. We brought it over?" They brought it on a flatbed, and it doesn't start right now, but it hasn't been tried to start probably since early 2000s.
That would be exciting to try to start it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to be careful, but yeah, I mean, make sure the oil and everything's good. Now, all four of those cars there are on loan. All cars that the San Diego Automotive Museum owns can be run and operated. We can drive all of those cars. We do have pride in ownership, and any car that gets donated here, we do take very good care of it.
And another comment and question. The building looks beautiful. When are the Bears going in again?
I know they're working on that now. The Committee of 100 leads that project, and they are in the process of finishing raising the funding for that. I know they did the building across from us, the municipal building. That's getting painted right now. And it's my understanding that they are doing the architectural drawings and everything to get the Bears up there and the flagpoles. In terms of the exact date, I don't know. I've heard October, November, but you know how construction goes, you know how COVID's been. We just, got to be flexible with that, but they are diligently working on that right now.
Do you ever have car shows with the clubs?
We have car club events. So far we've had the Ferrari Club, the Lincoln Continental Club, and the Packard Club. People may have seen the lineup of up to 24, but it was 24 Ferraris, right, for the event in front of the museum. So we love having car clubs here, and we want to keep having more and more. So yes.
Yeah, one of the things that we want to do as part of the museum is give a platform for car clubs to show cars, recruit members, and have that pride of their club, but also giving an opportunity to the public to be able to come and see these cars. And I think it's just a great kind of like a pop-up sale. It's a pop-up car show. We don't do a whole lot of advertisement for it. I'm sure we'll get it out to the explorers and everybody and our members. But we try to just make it one of those things where if you're in the park for the day, you're going to catch a cool car show. And we're going to try to do them semi-regularly on the weekends, but we're gonna have to wait until after Labor Day when the park can start doing the rentals again.
That's very exciting, something to look forward to. What do your youngest visitors enjoy?
Hmm. Well, let's see. The Louie gets a lot of love. That car gets a lot of love. They love that car. Um, it's different. Everybody has different loves. I should probably not advertise this quite yet. I come from a background of youth development, and I love working with kids, and I love seeing them explore things. And my favorite thing to do here, when I don't have a meeting, when I'm not caught up in something, and I've got a few, about a half hour, 45-minute window, doesn't happen very often. And I hear kids down there, I'll actually go down there and give them a tour. And occasionally, I am known to ask for the keys to a car and start it. And so if you catch me out down there and you catch me on a tour, odds are you're going to get to see something normally we don't allow people to see. And I love the sound of cars, so we'll get it started. Um, yes, don't come in asking for it, but definitely something that I enjoy doing for guests.
That's really, really neat. And every car sounds different. So I'm sure kids get super excited kind of hearing the different sounds that each car makes.
Mhm.
And I can totally see the Louis Mattar car being very something that younger crowds like the most. It's like a science project.
Yeah, and the other one, it's in storage now. It's actually coming back today. Um, the DeLorean. A lot of the kids love that. That's one of my daughter's favorite car, and I'm like, why is that one your favorite? Um, and because she's not Back to the Future age, and but it's the way the doors open, and it looks like it's a bird, and my somehow one of the facts that my 7-year-old daughter remembers is that it's one of the only stainless steel cars, so it won't rust. Some of the fun things that she's created in her head, but we are going to, once that car comes back today, starting next week after the 4th of July, we are going to allow guests to actually sit in the car and take pictures with it. We used to do that just with the Harvester, but we're trying to create a good guest experience. So it did go down to restoration. I had a little bit of an engine problem. We fixed it. We've driven it. It's coming back today, and it'll be out for people to take pictures in next week.
That's really awesome. What cars or motorcycles would you love to have in the museum?
Hmm. I'd love to see the Tucker come back. Everybody asks for it. That was a really popular display. It's a rare car. Um, a Duesenberg. We have really good motorcycles. I'm not traditionally a motorcycle fan, but we have a really good uh, representation of a lot of motorcycles. I'd like to see some of the older Harleys in here. Um, we have a 1918, but it's seen better days. It's still a good piece to look at, but it's one of those garage finds. It's actually in our garage find area. Gosh, I can go on a bunch of cars. I could tell you a couple of the cars that some sneak peeks that we have coming in. Um, let's see. I'm looking at my cheat board here. Being delivered right as we're speaking is a 1953 Curtis 500K that won Pebble Beach. It went from the upholstery shop to the museum. That's coming in today. Actually, literally signing paperwork downstairs now, accepting it. There is a 1962 Impala. I had never seen someone do this to the Impala. They made it like a see-through top, not fiberglass, plexiglass. And oh my gosh, it was beautiful. I was down at the Father's Day show. Frankie and I were down there. And I walked up to the guys. I got to share this with everybody. And it's one of those cars. It's a new build. Not a lot of people have seen it. And it's going to be, I'm sure there's nothing that confirmed, but once Lowrider magazine gets a hold of that it's been created, they're going to want it to cover their magazine. It is just a magnificent car. Um, yeah, I try not to have my favorite cars down there because then we'd be stuck with one area. I try to get something for everybody. Um, but
Do you ever give tours of the restoration shop?
We actually test piloted that a couple months ago, actually. It was January. During the COVID, we were able to do a private tour. It is something that we want to do. I have to do some safety things down there to be able to bring in the public. But yes, we will give tours down there. We have 40 cars that we own that are down there, and we have 8 cars that we own on the museum floor. So most of the cars that you see when you come in here are on loan, and I love being able to see people down at the storage, seeing what we've got. Um, but yeah, we're going to start doing that. We piloted it. It went with some success, and we're going to finalize that. I can't give you an exact time date because, coming out of COVID and hiring staff and getting everything going, but it is on the bucket list.
And we'll probably do some sneaks of it to social media and YouTube and give some behind the scenes tours via that.
That would be awesome to see. Are there any special upcoming events that you could share to members and explorers?
Frankie, you got any big ones coming?
We have the BMW car coming in July, actually, so on the 17th. After that, we're thinking of planning a docent car show, but don't quote me permanently on that. We'll see. And then we have our gala, the All Revved Up, in October.
Yeah, we're having, we've traditionally done an annual dinner. We call it a gala. It's more of an annual dinner as our annual fundraiser. And this year decided to up it a bit. And on October 16th, we're having our big gala. We have Frankie Moreno coming in from Vegas. We have some video footage and video interaction with Jimmy Johnson. This is going to be a signature marquee event for the museum, and it's a $500 a ticket to get people there. So keep an eye on that because it is going to get posted in the next couple of days. We do have a raffle coming. Actually, we have one that just launched. It's Frankie, remind me which race it is that they come to.
The MotoGP in
Yeah,
Austin.
the MotoGP. So right now we're doing another raffle. You get to go to the MotoGP. You get to get pit passes. You get pit passes, a box, air conditioning. You're VIP to the max, and it comes with a flight from San Diego to the event. We're working on getting a hotel. If we get it, we'll throw it in. If not, we can't. But it goes Thursday through Saturday. That event's going to be killer. It's going to be really, really awesome. And then next week, we're actually going to launch a V6 Mustang convertible, black on black. We just got the spec sheet today, built for the San Diego Automotive Museum for the intent of us raffling it off. And that raffle will start next week and we'll pull the ticket October 16th. And then I'm working on, I don't know if people are familiar with Mr. Norm and Larry Weiner. They are big in the Hearst and Mopar world. Mr. Norm unfortunately passed away just a couple months ago. And his last build, which is a 2020 Super Cuda, so it's a Dodge Super Cuda, it's the only one in existence. And the last Dodge that he did and signed after the show in Pennsylvania this week, it's going to be brought here to the museum, and we're going to have those cars probably displayed here. The last Mr. Norm's cars that he signed and built, and there's some special stuff we'll be doing around those cars. I'm not going to give it away now, but we have some special stuff coming.
There's so many exciting things to look forward to. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Frank, for joining us. Also, thank you everyone for that joined this Explorer experience. We hope you enjoyed it, and we cannot wait to have you on your next experience, hopefully in person at Balboa Park soon. For more Balboa Park content, including chat and videos from across the park, visit culturalpartnership.org. That is culturalpartnership.org. Thank you all. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah.